like I'm glad that is a newer story, or they're at least maybe not doing anything G3 related, and they're going to maybe focus it more on the nostalgia of people who then had the G1 dolls and focus it towards those things. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Out of the Box. And of course, you have myself, Elvira, Johnny, and Chloe. And today we have an action-packed episode of LOL Surprise in many different forms, mermaids and balloons. We also have Barbie in multiple different sizes, from mini to better pictures of the new Dream Besties. And is there a possible Monster High movie, like an actual like movie? We'll see. So let's get right into it. And let's start off with LL Surprise stuff. We did talk a little bit about LL Surprise when they had OMG dolls that just came out, but now they have balloon things. There is a video circulating on Instagram. How interesting, right? I feel like they're mixing like they're in the back and going, all right, you guys, we need ideas. Balloons, we'll take the tweens, we'll do that. Sure. It's just so weird. I don't know how I feel about it. What do you guys think?
It's definitely weird. I kind of want to know how, like, is it gonna be inflated once you open it? How does that work? Is it inflated the whole time? I don't know, but I will say the balloon, the little inflatable animal thingy is way cuter than the actual doll. I think the dolls are kind of plain Jane. Um, but yeah, it's giving me the Barbie the cutie surprise. I kind of like the
Yeah.
Barbie with like the little outfit better than the actual Barbie. So I think for me, if I were to get them, probably will just get one for the little inflatable thing. I like the bunny one. The bunny one is my favorite.
I think there's what, like
Mm,
seven, no, six
There's
characters?
four.
I think
There's
it's
four.
four.
Four?
It's
Oh, there's
four.
only four. I
Yes,
thought I could have
there's
sworn I saw
four.
more, but I mean, I agree. I feel like the dolls are a little like recycled.
Yeah, it says they're releasing July 1st for
Oh,
29.99.
Oh, we were okay. I was
okay.
wondering how
Yes.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
twenty nine
that
ninety
sounds about
nine.
right.
It says here, it says unpack the doll in a whole new way. 15 surprises are hidden inside this air-filled figure with continuously running pump, which I'm like, what does that even mean?
Like a pump for like an
Mm,
inflatable bed.
I
I'm thinking like
guess.
something like
I have
that.
no
But it's
idea.
like
maybe.
It says that includes a doll,
continuous.
outfit, shoes, accessories, a comb, a magazine, and a doll stand.
Okay, I'm glad
I
that
don't
they
know.
haven't taken away the doll stands.
Yes, I do
I
like
Yeah.
that they
really
have no doll
appreciate
stand.
that. So,
But
yay.
continuous. Does it run on batteries? Like
That's what I was like, how does that work? What do you mean by continuous? Is it just never gonna deflate
You
when you
know what I
buy
think
it?
it
I don't
is?
know.
You know what I think it is? It's kind of like the bounce house, like air filter thingies. I
this
feel
one,
like it's gonna be
yeah.
something like that. If not, it's gonna be a like a little pump, like a pump of air thingy that you could blow back up. Because I did see that the balloons aren't like a one and done. Like you're gonna be
Yeah,
able
yeah, they're
to like
reusable.
close it back up and
Hmm.
reuse it. So it's not like you're throwing away this giant piece of plastic. You can keep it as a decoration afterwards, after you get the doll
Hmm.
out. Um, so I do like that. I do like that. I do like they didn't cut like corners with the accessories and the stand, and I really appreciate that they picked like from what I saw one character from the previous four series that they did. I think they got one from series one, two, three, and four, and they made like a new line rather than like
Yeah.
giving us new characters that don't have backgrounds that we really don't know that we can't connect with, right? So
Okay.
yeah, I'm interested. I'm really interested to see one. Like I might get one just because I'm curious.
I know, I love the curiosity. It reminds me of the Nanana surprise, like back in the day when you would open them and they would have like the confetti and it would just pop everywhere.
That's exactly
Mm,
what I thought. I thought like, because did we ever get the official like chop when it comes to Nana Surprise? Like, did they ever give an official like this is the
Ooh,
last line? Like, I don't think they ever
I don't think
did.
so.
But I feel like they're
mm-mm.
mixing the concepts a little bit. Like they're like, well, maybe this was like a Nana Surprise idea. And since the line obviously is not really doing anything right now, they're using that idea and concept and mixing it with a line that is still out, which is the LOL surprise line. So I think that's what they're kind of doing. I feel like they're mixing ideas with multiple different worlds because the Nana surprise stuff just is not really still going. So
I can
that's
see that.
what I'm feeling.
I feel
Interesting.
like yeah, it could have been that. It could have been like this is an idea we have for na na na. oops, no, it's not doing that well. It's not selling. We're gonna have to discontinue it at some point. Let's just bring it over to the LOL tweens.
Yeah.
You know, just why not? Why not?
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's different. I think it's different enough, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it is a different concept. I mean, we have seen balloons and toys before, but I feel like the continuous thing is kind of interesting. Like, can you just leave it on your shelf and it just continuously
It's just
stays inflated? Like, I don't know. It's fun. It makes me think of like the flailing like tube arm person, that they always put out like at the
Yeah,
car or the
that's what I feel
dealership.
like it's gonna be like. I feel like it's gonna be like that, except rather than it being like a inflating deflating effect, because that's what makes it like dance. I feel like it's just gonna be like inflating, and it has to be some sort of like
Some
balloon
band?
house thing. Yeah, it has to be something like that, or a one like you fill it up and you leave it on like that. And I
Yeah.
don't know. I think we're gonna have to get one and open it on the podcast.
yeah, live reaction. That would be so much fun. I
Yeah.
Oh
mean,
no, that'd be
it's
fun.
they're
I love it. I think you guys
29.99.
should get it, and then we can like
So
react to it and like I don't know. That'd be
yeah.
it's I don't know. Again, I don't dislike it. I just feel like we haven't seen enough of it to give like a full rounded opinion on it. But we
Yeah.
have those seen more pictures of the tween mermaids,
Yeah. I feel
which
like they've been teasing those forever.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like one thing I heard or maybe saw, I can't remember if I heard it or saw it on Instagram was like where MGA's in their like budget era and like everything kind of looks like something you would find at like I don't know, Big Lots or Family Dollar kind of thing. And honestly,
Ooh,
it's
clock that tea.
the
Yeah.
the mermaids again, I want to like it because who doesn't love a mermaid? But I don't know. Again, something about the vibe, the coloring, the aesthetic of the plastic looks like something about it looks slightly off, and I don't know what it is.
I'm not a
Mm,
fan of them either. They don't have
yeah.
articulation in the arms or the hand, the wrists. They're cute. I like
Mm.
the heads are cute. Maybe to swap them with another between, but no, they're not. It's a chop.
Yeah,
It's a chop, mama.
yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what? They're cute for what they are. I get it. Like maybe, obviously we're not the demographic. Like I get it. I do really enjoy like when they put work into the sculpting. So that's nice because I did see that the sculpting was pretty nice. I also don't like the non-articulation. That's a chop for me. That automatically is a
yeah.
chop. I feel like whereas with the other tweens, they gave us a little bit of na. These are giving us some mermaids because we're gonna get some
Yeah.
little mermaid siblings. I feel like this is where that idea went, right? I feel like they were like, well, we
I
might as well
feel you
use
on that. I
it.
feel like they're crossing over ideas. They're using concepts that they had for other lines. Like I do feel a lot of that. And I don't know, I think again, I'll see them when I see them in person, but I'm not
Wow.
thrilled. I'm not excited. I'm not on the edge of my seat.
They're just in their collab era. They collabed with Na Na Na. Now they're collabing with Mermaids.
That part. That part.
I don't know. It makes me sad because I was like, oh, I feel like there could be so much potential there, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. Something about it. I don't know if it's the packaging. It's just giving very budget type of thing, and I'm yeah, not there for that.
Which I hope that like because they're giving budget, they're gonna be budget dolls. Like they better not be more than like $10, honestly.
10,
I agree.
honestly.
12.99.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's more than that, I feel like kind of high. Like the balloon for $30, I get it because it's a balloon. It
It's
supposedly
big
continuously
too.
stays ballooned up. Like $30, why not? But the mermaid thing, like that's like a $10 thing to me. I don't know. I'm not seeing any high quality there.
Which
But
I do like that they have with the tweens, we are getting a variety of price points. So depending on
Hmm.
people's budget. So
eh,
like if you want a cheaper tween, you can get the mermaid, and then if you want the regular tween, and if you want a more expensive one, you can get the blow up one. So I guess
okay. I
there's a
will.
different pool of price points.
Yeah.
Okay, you working for MGA trying to justify what they're showing us now.
I'm trying to get the mermaid PR.
I
Not the
Just
mama, I
kidding.
want the balloon PR, not the
I know, yeah.
mermaid.
Yeah. Chloe's like, you can take that mermaid PR. Like, that's fine.
I want the balloon one.
Getting on their good side. We love that. See, well, fine. You two can take that. I'm more interested. So they're releasing Wave 2, which is, I guess, already out, which I didn't, it was like almost like overnight. Wave 2 of
Literally.
the Bratz babies. That's so cute. I guess they're doing
Mhm.
well enough. I think they're super adorable.
I love it. That was my comment. I love it. I
And
love
period. No.
the I love that they're like reproducing all these dolls that I enjoyed when I was little, and now I'm able as an older person to like keep them in box because it's something I wish I would
Aw.
have done, with all my older ones. And it's nice seeing like this resurgence of nostalgia from Bratz. I am living, like always, for their Instagram feed. It's
Yes.
peak,
Very aesthetically pleasing.
peak. It's so good. And I love the little animations that they do when they release these dolls. So I'm very excited to see Fiona and who was the other one? Megan. Fiona and
Megan.
Megan.
Megan, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, super excited. Loves it. They need to come out with Cameron. I'm waiting for baby Cameron.
I think they're cute. I've held off. I had a bunch of the originals. I don't have them anymore. I've held off on buying them, but they're so cute. So I'm like, I keep my eyes on them though. If I see them go super cheap on clearance or something on like Amazon or something, I'll pick one up. But I do have one set that I hope they bring back is, do you remember the talking giant Bratz twins that would talk to each other? I have to show. I think
Yes, you had. Didn't you have them?
I still have them, and I've been meaning to do a video with them. That would be wild, I think, if they
Ooh, yeah,
re-release
you should.
that for the Bratz baby line, because I think that's
Mhm.
just such a fun, interesting piece. In today's prices, that would probably retail for like $300 because they talk to each other, but or they would probably add something crazy to it, like Wi-Fi or something. But yeah,
Oh,
see, I don't
Wi-Fi.
know. I haven't bought any of the little new ones, but we'll see though. I don't know. Maybe with Megan, it might entice me because I like the Megan a lot.
Not adding Wi-Fi, they're gonna be like the Megan doll.
Oh, that would be wild. Okay, see, now you're selling me. See, also working for MD right now, repping, be like,
Wow,
well, guess what? We're
wow.
adding the Wi-Fi capabilities to this doll.
Like, I just had a meeting with MJ before this.
But they're cute though. And you
Yeah.
said, Chloe, you saw them on Amazon, right? Are they, or no? What'd you see
No,
'em?
I think they're
They're
on
on the Bratz
the,
website,
yeah, the
Bratz.com.
Brad's
Bratz
website. Okay,
website.
okay, sorry. Brad's
Hmm.
website, everybody.
Twelve
Yeah.
ninety nine? Are they 12.99?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
$12.99, which I
which is
think is
great.
such a good deal. Like
Yeah.
the price isn't like so up there, which that's what I really love about Brad. They're really giving us what we love, the quality. It's not going down, and at the price points that are
Agreed.
good. I think the price points are
Yeah.
good for Brad. Even their collector ones. I've said it before. They always do such good price points, and I love that.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I feel
Mhm.
like 12.99, especially in the climate that we have now in the doll world, that a great price point and super cute. The packaging looks great. Like thumbs up for those. At least those get thumbs
Yeah.
up.
We'll be getting
Hmm.
Megan.
But
Oh, are
switching
you?
gears though
Yes.
to Mattel for a minute here. Mattel has some more Barbie news. So they do have, of course, the cute little minis, which I have not bought any of yet. I know we
Oh
talked
my
about it, what, like a
god.
month ago. I still have not purchased any. I need to. But they're making one for based off the Barbie movie with its like a doll in the house. But we were all kind of thinking, oh, it's gonna be elaborate or come with like multiple characters. No, it's literally like Barbie in the house, and it's like you said, Chloe, what, 49.99 retail?
Yeah. Yeah. $50.
Yeah, that's a little much.
Which honestly, when I first saw it, I was like, with Mattel's prices, I was thinking it was gonna be even more. So when I saw 50, I'm like, oh, that's not bad.
You're like,
Uh,
you're like, oh, that's a
I'm
steal.
so used to and I'm so used to Mattel overpricing things like with their Monster High dolls, and
mm.
I'm like, 50? That's a steal. I'll get two.
No. Well, that's what I was thinking because when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it." I know it's gonna be probably like double the price of the original ones. It's gonna be, maybe like 25. I don't
Yeah,
know.
see, that's what I
And
was
then I saw
thinking.
50, and I was like, "I don't need it. I don't need it.
I
Evidently,
I
don't
don't
need
need
Mattel's
it."
it. Pass.
Mattel's confused. They're looking at like today's housing market and they're like, this Barbie property is going for $50, and that is a good price, evidently. Because it is
Yes.
pretty expensive for a little tiny dollhouse. So
I do like the packaging. It's really cute. If I were to get it, I
Yes.
wouldn't open it because it looks so premium and like it's not, I don't know if it's glass, but it's like a box and it's really
I think it's
cute.
it's
plastic.
definitely a collector's piece. Obviously, I don't see
Yeah.
anyone buying it and giving this to their child, but I feel like it's definitely somebody who loves the Barbie movie, like obsessed with it. They want all the merch from Barbie movie, and that's who they're going to get from this. I feel
Yeah.
like the average Barbie collector, but I feel like for a $50 price point, it is a little high for what it comes down to.
Is.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
looks cute, but I don't know. I would have felt more comfortable at like 30 to 40. And then they were like, oh, it's a collector mini house. Then I was like, okay, but yeah, I feel like 50 is a little high. Mm.
I mean, if you don't want to get that, just take those $50, go to Walmart or Amazon, and you can buy all three of the houses that they have available, the mini houses. You can buy the car, you can buy a couple of the little mini dolls, and yeah,
Yeah.
build your own Barbie land with those.
That's how I kind of feel. I feel like for what you can get for the other stuff, you can get so much more. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I really feel like it's like for the Barbie collector that loves the Barbie movie. I feel like that's what that's for, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I
I
don't feel like
mean,
somebody would just be randomly shopping on the website, go, oh, I'll just throw that $50 super small house into my cart. Like I feel like it's more like a direct buy to somebody. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, Mattel loves those prices. Mattel is really choke holding people into staying with them.
Yeah, I can
I'm
see that.
trying.
It's sad because I saw a comment where it was like, Mattel knows that they could hike up the price as high as they want and people will still buy it. And that's just sad to me. I'm like, oh,
I
I don't
mean,
like
we see that in
that.
the Monster High world all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of us,
Yeah.
I will fully admit guilt on this as well. Sometimes it's just like, it's Monster High. I need anything with the Skelet on it. I've controlled myself obviously recently. I have to really, but it's hard though, because you love it, especially we're so passionate about our dolls. So sometimes they'll flash a higher price point and you'll still do it. It's just, I don't know.
I
But
know.
shifting into more Mattel news, we have better pictures and more pictures of the Dream Besties. And Chloe and I were talking right before this, and you brought up a great point. We talked a lot about how the head sculpts of those Dream Besties looked very similar to Ever After High, but you're like, it looks more like the Bratz. It looks more like the Barbie mini and the mini minis heads. And I was like, you know
Yes.
what? I really feel like since they're discontinuing the Barbie Extra line, I'm assuming they might discontinue the minis. Maybe they're just enlarging the sculpt and throwing it on a regular Barbie body. They're like, you know
Probably.
what? We got some leftover parts in the warehouse. Throw it together and see what people say. And I think that's kind of what we're getting now.
Yeah. I think the more and more I see them, the more and more I want them. I don't know. There's just something about them that I'm just like, I think it's so different for Barbie. Because even when we got
Mhm.
my scene, their heads were like super huge. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like crazy, right? This is like it's giving big head energy. So I was like, I kind of want that. I kind of, but then I saw them and I was like, oh my god, this is just the 12-inch version of the Barbie Extra Minis. Because we never got 12-inch versions of that. We got the 12-inch extra Barbies, but
Yeah.
they were just normal, like proportion Barbies. So I kind of like them. I don't know. I might want to get them on, honestly.
Which
Yeah,
ones are
they're
your
definitely really
favorite?
cute.
Obviously, the blonde one with the pink.
Hmm.
Obviously, but my second like close favorite is the one with the pigtails and the black hair. She
I
reminds me
Hmm.
so
love
much
her.
of
She's my
Raquel.
favorite.
She reminds me
Second would be
so
the
much of
Barbie
Raquel.
one, the blonde one. But the first one, I love the one with the black hair. I love her top. That one's the one I'm definitely, I think, because I want to definitely get one. I've decided I'm going to definitely get one, but I think that one's probably my favorite.
I'm on the
Mm.
same boat. I'm on the
Hmm.
same boat. I do like the one with the black hair. She kind of looks, she's giving me spice. Let me make a spice doll out of
Yes.
that one.
I like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
the bangs
Yeah.
and the pigtails and stuff. I like that. I'm glad that we got better pictures. I think now we can like really determine like, okay, which ones are our favorites. Did we see? I haven't seen though, because I haven't kept up with it this week. Is there a release date for those yet?
I
Officially?
think they said somewhere in July, but I could be
Just
wrong.
Hmm.
sometime in July?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I heard too. That's what I heard too.
I'll have to keep checking and refreshing Amazon because sometimes if you go there and you go to like filters and you filter out new arrivals, sometimes
Hmm.
things
You
will
can kind of
pop
see new
up.
products.
Yeah, I've been lucky a few
Yeah.
times. So use that
I'm
filter
excited to see
option.
those. I'm excited to see those. Those are going to be very interesting. I want to see the packaging. I wonder what they're going to do with the packaging, right? Because this is something completely
Yeah, I wonder, is it
different.
just going to be like, is it going to be more Barbie extra? Is it going to look more like a traditional Barbie thing? Like, I don't like. which I don't like a lot of the modern day Barbie packaging, like just the blister pack type of things. Like I don't like it. So I'm hoping they do something fun with it. I hope they do like some other cute element to it, something that'll when people walk down the aisle, they'll be like, "Oh, what is that?" You know, like I really want
Yes.
that instead of just like, "Oh, it's another
Yes.
pink box thing with a ton of clear plastic on the front." Like
Yeah.
it's yeah, that to me is very repetitive. I'm kind of tired of it.
I hope they do go the Barbie extra route and give us like the wacky packaging with like the glitter and the colors and the all this and because anytime I would walk down the aisle, even to this day, because there's still some Barbie extra merch and things out there, that's literally what gravitates my eye. It pulls me in all the like colors and glitter and fun, and I hope they do that with these. And I love that they all come with like a bunch of accessories. I love that. I love when dolls come with like all these like cute accessories that are like not just basic. They're like
Yeah.
it's a theme. You know, they're all themed around something. So I enjoy that.
More Mattel news. No new Monster High news for the first time in forever when it comes to doll releases. Ooh, no doll releases, but there is talks of a full-length film. Like that, I mean, I personally haven't seen any pictures, anything like that. I think it's still in the
It's very
conversation
beginning
era.
beginning stages,
Mm,
yeah.
It's like the
mhm.
beginning stages of it, which is exciting that it's going to get a full release because obviously we have like the Monster High Nickelodeon collab movies. You know, there's obviously more than one out now, which is so wild to think because I remember still like when we were first started talking about like I can't believe over 2 years ago, like, oh my god, there's a Monster High movie coming out. Live action, what's going on? So it's wild to see like where it's going now. My question is like, where are they gonna take it? How are they gonna go with it? Are we gonna be in a whole new Monster High universe? Are they gonna make it more serious? Like, where is it gonna go? Do you guys have any theories on or what you would like to see for a new Monster
Mm.
High like official movie big release?
Do we know if they are this animated? Like it's gonna be animated?
It's live
Live
action. I
action.
saw an
Okay.
article that said it was gonna be
Oh,
live action, and also it's not gonna be a continuation of any story. This is gonna be like a full new thing.
Oh, it is officially full new. Okay, see, I
Yes,
missed
it's
that
gonna
interesting.
part. I
be
missed
new.
that
It's
part.
not gonna be a tie-in to anything, which is kind of pointing me in the direction that's gonna be G1, not the G3 movie.
Oh, good,
Yes,
good, 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 good.
I
Like,
can see them doing that because that's
Good.
what people
Okay.
gravitate to.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
love
I just
that.
hope I just live action. I'm trying to make sure that they don't like mess it up. Like I want it to be good because like the live action that we got from Nickelodeon, it's cute for what it is.
Yeah.
If this is gonna be like at a higher budget, I'm hoping they do like good
Yeah.
prosthetics and all, and like they need to get someone in there for the fashion wardrobe. They need to get those shoes from Why Are You Shoes because they literally look like the Monster High shoes. They like I don't want them to mess it up. I really don't. That's always like so
I agree.
scary when
I
it comes
feel
to a
like
live action.
the Nickelodeon movies were what they were because they obviously are intended for the G3 audience. So obviously it was a younger demographic. It was pushing obviously the G3 product, and kind of riding the coattails of a G1 doll and fan. So I feel like with this movie, my hopes is that it's like I'm glad that is a newer story, or they're at least maybe not doing anything G3 related, and they're going to maybe focus it more on the nostalgia of people who then had the G1 dolls and focus it towards those fans. So that's what I hope they're gonna do. I do agree. I feel like if they had a bigger budget, not saying that Nickelodeon and Mattel didn't have a huge budget because I'm sure they probably did. I'm just saying like I think it'll be just a little bit better. Like the CGI, if there is CGI in the new movie, like, and if there are any portals that they're going through, it might look a little more realistic. Instead of a bunch of green squiggly lines or whatever, you know. So I think that's what I hope is that they are going to do more G1 focused type of stuff, and that overall the content of the film looks a little bit more, you know, a little bit more high end.
yeah, definitely. Now here's a question though. Now, who would you guys want to see in the cast if you were to cast anyone? So this is a question for everyone. In the comments, let us know your dream cast for the Monster High movie.
Oh, I love that. Okay,
Mhm.
so I want because I just watched the last episode of Just Trish, and I know Oscar got Trisha the RuPaul doll. So I think
Yes.
Trisha's in her Monster High doll era. I would love, and Trisha's always trying to get up in that movies. She needs to be in that Monster High movie. Put her in that movie with Sugar and Spice. All
As
three of them will just be
Laguna?
in that film. That's my casting. I'm the director
As
right now. Let's
Laguna?
go. I don't know who she would play, but someone. I can definitely see Sugar and Spice as like students, though, just like students at the school.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I it's so fresh. I honestly have not had like a thought of who I would like to see in it. I would like to see characters that have played like I guess like magical creatures or like fairy tale
Hmm.
type of like a lot of the cast from like Descendants would be really nice because they are
Oh,
used
okay.
to they're used to that vibe and just people who play in like already things like that. I don't have anyone in mind specifically. Maybe like the cast from Zombies or something. I don't know. Like just
Oh,
people
yeah.
who
Oh
who
yeah, that'd be
know
cool.
people who know these roles a little bit more than like I don't want them to cast like some I mean like good if they cast like new actors and stuff. That's amazing, but I want someone with
Do you
experience who would know how to portray the character.
do you feel like if they did get a big name, like I can't think of a big name right now. Again, I have just Trish in my head because that's what I was listening to at work earlier. Like Rachel Zegler, like you think she's too big for this? Like, would she then take away from the film or a little bit? Or maybe, well, you never know. Maybe some of these people are doll fans and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to be in this Monster High movie and give it justice. Like that would be great if they
Mhm.
found
I
people who were doll
I
fans.
think it would be smart of them to get some big names or some well-known names in this movie to bring in some traction, right?
Yeah.
Because like once you hear an actor or someone is attached to a project, you automatically think, "Oh my God, I have to watch it because I love this actor or actress or whatever," right? So I think it would be a very smart move or like a good move, a smart move if they find some people and some actors
Yeah.
who people really enjoy seeing in films and in shows like what is her name? Is her name Madison Bailey? I think that's her name, Madison Bailey. She's in the new Pretty Little Liars
Oh,
series.
okay.
But she's played like in R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. And she's like that
Okay.
little girl. Once you see her, you know who she is. But I feel like she's such a good actress and like a young actress, and people know her. I feel like if they get her in this, and like I feel like it would be kind of cool. It also depends what direction they're going with the film. It all depends with what they're doing with this film. Is it going to be more serious, more campy? Like, what are we doing? You know?
Good points though, but I mean, yeah, I hear you when you say like if they bring in larger names into the film because then it would expand the Monster High world to more people that maybe don't even know that
Hmm.
what it is. Because I know to us like it's so
Mm-hmm.
commonplace when I'm like talking to people about like dolls, toys, whatever, and the first thing everybody thinks about is always Barbie. But when I mention Monster High, they're always like some people are like, oh, I've heard of that, or some people don't know at all. So yeah, I think having a big name in there then would expand the Monster High world to a whole new audience that may somebody might fall in love with it. And then in turn, of
Yeah.
course, sell more product and then it helps Mattel, etc. So yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I hope it's G1 focused. I hope the budget's huge so they can bring in some crazy cast people. Who would you like to see, Johnny? Is there anybody that you're like, oh, I would love to see them as a Monster High
See, I
person? Like,
don't. That's why I asked the question because I don't know yet. I don't really know, but I kind of wanted to be like a mix of like well known and then like more lesser known because I do like how like I guess for example the Mario movie it had like Chris Pratt and it had Jack Black, which iconic, like that movie was so good. And then they're in works of doing a Legend of Zelda movie and like there's like
oh,
all these celebrities are like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be this. So I don't think the casting will be very interesting to see. But I think I have really high hopes for this movie since it's Universal. So
yeah,
they have
yeah.
a bigger budget than Paramount. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
mm,
so too. I would like to see like because obviously Emma Roberts is a doll collector, so I would like to see her in it. Even though she's never really openly said that she owns Monster High dolls. I know she's mainly like Blythe and things like that. But that'd be cool though, because then it's a girl who collects dolls that's now a character in the movie. Like I love that. Like go for it. So
Mm-hmm.
plus I just love Emma Roberts. I think she's so good in American Horror Story. So something like that I would love to see. Somebody who
Yeah.
is a collector. They get it. It's just that's fun. I'm glad they're doing it though. I'm surprised.
I,
Honestly, I'm surprised. I'm very
I
surprised.
I was gonna say, I mean, they could just cast us as like background character.
we have like a podcast in Monster High.
That would be everything.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I want them to do? I think to throw a little bit of like a nod to the OG. What if they get like the voice actors for like Draculaura or like Frankie or like the animation voice the OGs and they give them like a little small role, like
Like a
not
little
like
Oh,
like
I
just
love
like a
cameo. Yeah.
that.
cameo, only
Mm.
I
for like
love
the.
that.
Wouldn't that be cute? I
Yeah, it's
love
a
when
little
they do
Easter.
things
It's
like
a
that.
little Easter egg, kind of like
Yeah.
again with the Mario movie. Charles Martinet is like the original voice of Mario, and he had a little cameo towards the end of the movie.
Oh, I
I
love
think they
that.
should.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I think that
Yeah,
would
that's
be
cool.
really cute. That would be really, really
It's
cute. I mean,
very,
but if
very, very cool.
they want to contact us, I mean, I'll do it for free. I don't need to get
I'm not
paid.
busy. I'm not
I know.
I'm
busy.
not busy. You could pay me $1.
I'll pay you.
I just hope this doesn't turn out to be like the Monster High musical where they're like, all right, you guys, we're doing this. And then like a month goes by and they're like, we're canceling the whole thing. Like, that's
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Wow.
yeah.
The tea, the
Oh, actually, I'm
drama.
still
So
at
that came out.
$200 because of that, so I'm a little mad. But
Mm-mm.
but it's okay. We have moved on. It's been a year. But sort of. So yeah, I hope it's not something like that where they do, let's say, get the cast, things are rolling, and guess what? They're like, you know what? We're not gonna do it. Scrapping it, for whatever reason. Like they feel like the projections of they won't be able to make enough back or something. I don't know. So we'll see. It's interesting.
They,
I will support it no matter what. I will
yeah.
support it no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I obviously watched the G3 movies and support it and stuff. So I mean, I just hope like if they have this chance to make it cool, please do it. Like
Yes.
just make it work. And just uh
I mean, if it's anything like the Barbie movie, save your coins because there's going to be a lot of merchandise.
that's what I'm thinking too. Well, you know
Mhm.
what that is? Barbie made so much money for them last year, the film. So now they have all this budget they can just throw around, and they're like,
Yeah.
you get a movie and you get a movie and that's going to be a movie, because they did pick up, what was it, like 40 licensed movie name things where they're like one for Hot Wheels, one for
Yeah.
the Magic 8 Ball, one for like, it's one of the random things. Like, how can you have a whole movie around that? But okay. And so I think that's probably this is one of those things where they're like, you know what, we got a little extra money. Let's see what we can do. And then Universal was like, we're here, and I think that's probably what happened. So it's interesting.
I do like
Yeah.
this new wave of like doll movies because I think it kind of, I don't know how you guys feel, but it kind of like normalizes adults buying dolls. Because I
Yeah.
think back in the day, it was more, not for me. I'd go in the store, buy my dolls, put my dolls in the cart, and I'd be proud. But some people like were like, "Oh my God, like how do I buy a doll? I'm kind of embarrassed to buy a doll." I'm like,
That's
embrace it,
sad.
embrace
Yeah,
Yeah.
it.
embrace it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm glad that we are. I'm glad that people, buying all the Barbie stuff last year. People just going out of what they consider like the normal, whatever normal realm of, being an adult and have fun, have fun.
yeah,
And I'm glad like Mattel did, I think, a great job expanding the PR for the RuPaul doll, giving them to drag queens that aren't openly doll collectors, but they're like, oh my God, this is so cool, So I think it's like you said, normalizing, it's making it more accepting. I'm here for it all around.
yeah. Me too.
Me too. I hope they open up the topics a little bit more. Like I hope we get a little bit more diversity. Which I think we will, because we did that with the Nickelodeon version, but I hope this one opens it up even more. Maybe we have some
Yeah.
drag queens in this movie. That would be
Oh,
everything.
I love, yeah.
Some openly like queer and trans and gay and non-binary characters would be amazing as well, because
Yeah.
they're monsters, anything could happen. But yeah, I'm very excited. It's intriguing. It's so early
Mhm.
on, but it's
Yeah,
intriguing.
very early. We
See,
have no
that's the
pictures,
movie.
none.
Trixie
Mhm.
is in the movie. Trisha's in the movie.
Honestly.
RuPaul pops in. It's just basically Drag Race, but as a Monster High film, like I'm here for all of
Sugar
it.
and Spice in
Yeah,
the background just trotting
trotting.
Trotting
around.
around the school. Yep.
If anyone at Mattel is watching, invite us to the premiere.
I
Invite
know.
me to be in the movie.
Yeah. Chloe's
I'll
like,
take anything.
be like, you two can watch me from the audience.
I
I
just want
love
to be
it.
a
I'm very
background
excited. I think, like I said,
character.
I think it's going to be. I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be hopeful.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. That's all we could do.
I just
That's all
hope
we could
that because like obviously like Isaac Larian constantly was like, I'm making a Bratz movie. We'll see if that ever happens. I hope that this pushes him even more to make a Bratz movie because I would love a Bratz movie. So I mean, obviously
I
not
would
saying there's
want to
not
be in
good
that
Bratz
too.
movies. There is, but I'm just saying like
You
a new one.
I
like
would want to
Chloe
be in
wants to
that
be
too.
hired for all these movies.
Just as a background character. Let me just check it off my wish list.
It's like, Chloe, your name is Chloe, so you're gonna be Yasmin. You're gonna have to dye your hair.
You're gonna be the dog.
I know.
Mode.
Oh.
I mean, love it. We love the doll movie era that the motion picture world is in right now. I'm living for
Yeah.
it.
And there's gonna be like an end game where like Bratz and Barbie have a fight or something, Monster High.
Oh.
Avengers type of movie.
Not Avenger.
The
Instead of collecting
Dollverse.
Infinity Stones, they're collecting high-heeled shoes, you know.
Yes.
Ah.
We're getting a little too wacky.
Yeah,
We're
that's
getting a
very.
little too
Let's
wacky.
reel it back in.
Reel it back in.
Well, since we're talking about Bratz MJ again and like MJ product, another LOL surprise thing is out, which is in my era because I'm in my bead
Your
jewelry
bead
making
era.
era right now. But there is a bead LOL surprise tot coming out, which evidently, Johnny, you were saying has like water technology,
Yeah, so
which is
basically you
bizarre
just
to
spray
me.
water in the hair and the beads stick. Which I don't know how in the long run, maybe like when it dries or maybe it'll be sticky. I don't know. Maybe it's giving Style Bay with the stickers. I don't know. I'm
I don't know
intrigued.
how I
Again, I'm
feel.
intrigued. It's very much, I'm not like excited for these things. I'm just intrigued. You have
Yeah,
my attention.
yeah.
So I do want to see how they work. I do like, well, the tots are always very gimmicky. Like they had like the little one where like you can make a cake.
Oh, the
They
little
have like
Jello
the,
cake thingy.
yeah. I feel like they're,
Yeah,
I think
they've always been kind of gimmicky. I know
yeah,
what
they're
you
all
mean.
very
They're cute.
gimmicky.
They are what they are. I like some like I loved the candy brand ones. I thought were really, really cute. I was like initially when you guys mentioned the beads one, I was excited because that's I'm in my bead era right now. But I yeah, when you said water thing, I just feel like that doesn't sound good.
I thought you were gonna thread them through the hair. I thought the hair
That's
was
what I
gonna be like
want.
little strings and you
Yes.
were
Which is
gonna
now something I'm
thread
gonna
it
have to
through.
create and make, and they're gonna have to hire me to be on the team to make these. Like I know it's my burden, but I'll do it. And be like water technology. No, sorry. Let's. I have ideas, but
I'm gonna
yet
have to
I'm
hot glue
very
the beads on
surprised that they're
there.
gonna do water again. I'm kind of over the water tot thing. It squeeze water. I don't know. I'm just over it.
Never been a fan of water play with my doll, so it's a chop.
Yeah.
Except for Dream Ella, she's an icon.
I'm so sad there's not more Dreamella product now that we mentioned that. Like the castle is beautiful. I still have it up in my room. Like that was a moment and I honestly I loved it. Like I really am sad that it didn't do more.
She's
Like
MGA's Queen of Camp.
yeah, I love it. Yes, it was
That
so
part.
like it knew what it was. It was real. Like
I don't usually laugh at webisodes, but the Dream Ella webisodes were so good.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
so good. Oh my god.
I
That
loved
was
it.
enjoyment.
We had
Mm.
a really good time with Dream Ella. I look back at all of the lives, all of the little videos.
So much fun. It just reminded because in college I had to write like a 30-page essay, and what I did to have like a little background noise, I put like the full like Dream Ella episodes. That's what I remember when I think of Dream Ella. I'm like, I wrote this paper while in the land of I forgot what the land is called, but
In
yeah,
that land,
word.
yeah,
The
I know what you
land.
mean. Yeah,
The
yeah.
land. This is the land of your people.
Little the unicorn in the sky. I just loved
Bring
it.
her back. Bring her
Bring her
back.
Bring it
back.
back. Bring it back. Where's the Dreamella movie? Okay. But like,
Oh, yes. I'd be perfect for the Dream Ella movie. I'd be a unicorn. Wait, there's 3 unicorns. It's us.
I know.
Done. Perfect casting.
Oh,
Oh
so
no.
good.
Which off topic, I actually saw the Dream Ella car, the purple car, at Ross the other day, and I was so
Oh,
tempted to
word.
get it. It was literally like $7. I was so tempted to get it, but I was like, I don't need the car. I don't need it. I don't
It's
need it.
cute though. It's cute. Yeah, I have the
Very.
car still. I got rid of some of the stuff just because I had so much Dream. I had literally had all the Dreamella stuff. But yeah, there's just a few pieces like the castle's still my favorite. I think it's very,
Oh,
very
the
well
castle is really
done.
well done.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very well done. Didn't know we were going to talk about Dreamella news.
Well, other than Dream
But
Ella, we do have Barbie.
we do have Barbie, and something that honestly was a little shocking to us. So an image came out from the designer of the, and I always say it incorrectly, the name of the face sculpt. So if either of you want to insert the name of the face sculpt here, please, because I literally, I don't know what it is, cannot ever pronounce it. I don't know why. But the one of the mermaids is not, from what we understand, not going to be released here in the United States, which I think is odd because I feel like such a large audience is here. Because it is available on, what did you say, Chloe, on Amazon for like 25 or $30.
Yes.
And it's the
So
one
she's
with the pink and
been
orange
the pink.
style.
Yeah, she's
So
like the
pretty, the
sunset
tan.
sunset
Oh,
colors.
yes. So gorgeous. I feel like she was available on Amazon for like retail, like the $12, but then she sold out. And then I think this new price at 25 on Amazon is just a reseller reselling
Yeah,
the
that's what
one,
I'm
you know,
thinking.
yeah. And from what Angel said on his Instagram story, via his Instagram story, he said that they would not be available for retail. So they're not going to retail stores here, like how the other one is available at Walmart, and that she will only be available here in the US at the El Segundo. Is that El Segundo? I
Mhm.
think
El
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
Segundo,
the El
yeah,
Segundo
store.
Mattel
Yeah.
store. Only when she's in stock, and you never know really when she's in stock. It's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
the thing
like,
about that store. They
yeah.
just randomly will stock stuff one morning and you're like, it's here today. I think that's odd. I mean, I feel like because out of the two, there's those two new face sculpts, they look stunning, the purple hair or the pink orange themed ones. Yeah. I think they're both really pretty, and I'm surprised that maybe they tested it and that one they felt like wouldn't sell well in the United States, which is very bizarre because she's, like you said, she's beautiful, she's tan, I think they're both interesting. You know, I mean, like, why? I wonder why. I really wonder why. I mean, I'm glad that other places are getting exclusive dolls though, because I feel like the US always gets exclusive stuff all the time and everybody misses out. So in a way, I'm kind of like, I'm glad that other countries are getting stuff. I just think it's an odd choice to not make it available to everywhere. But I don't know.
Mhm.
Interesting, interesting. Wonder why.
Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed because I did want her. I did want to get her. So if anybody lives around that Mattel store, hit me up because I need
Yeah,
one.
I need one too.
I need one. So I would highly appreciate that. But like you said, I feel like the US gets so many dolls. It's giving, an opportunity for the out it's giving an opportunity for the international people to like get something and be theirs, you know?
Yeah. Yep. I
Like, what's
agree.
that?
I agree. Yeah. Well, I hope they end up doing so well in other countries that they decide to have it here for everybody, because I think it would
Hmm.
do very, very, very well.
Yeah. She's so pretty. Oh, R.I.P.
I know, it's like so sad, like a moment of silence.
No.
Switching gears, let's go into our out of the box moment. So every week, whether it's doll related or not, we pick up something that we share. You know, we want to share that what we're doing this week, what's going on with us. And for first, let's see, we'll have Johnny go first. Share your out of the box moment with everybody.
Yes. So yesterday we got the official reveal for the Trader season 3, and I'm so excited because
Who's on
Chloe,
it?
where we've been on a Trader's kick. Bob the drag queen is gonna be on it, so we're gonna get Bob. Now
Oh,
for the other cast, I'm not a challengers or like a housewives person, and they have a lot of those. So it'll
oh,
be interesting because I'll be introduced to these new characters on the show. But I do like Gabby Windy. She was on The Bachelor. She made it to like the top 5, and she was on Dancing with the Stars, top 2, top 3. I do like her. So I only know her and Bob, which, oh my God, I am so excited to see Bob on there. It's gonna be such good TV. I hope Bob makes it far because I really like the Peppermint. I'm like, they kicked Peppermint off so soon. I'm like, Peppermint
aw.
and Bob, they're like TV gold. So, and the way Bob knows how to like lie and manipulate, Bob is that player for this. So I'm
I like how
really
that's like a
excited.
selling feature. They're really good at lying and manipulation. So
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like
I
compilations
love
on
that.
YouTube, even with Monet. Monet is even worse with the lie.
Mhm.
Oh my God, there's like a whole compilation on YouTube of like 30 minutes of Monet lying and people like falling for it. So, oh my God, I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I didn't see that anywhere on Instagram. Like, I know that show is really, really popular. the what I know of the show. I have seen the first episode of the second season randomly. I love Alan Cummings. I think he's a great actor. So many iconic movies, Josie and the Pussycats. So for me, like he's the selling feature of the show because he is like again, great actor in a lot of iconic films, great accent. I feel like I could listen to him talk all day. It's just so interesting to
He does
me.
the roles. It's so campy.
Yeah. He just like goes with it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm excited. I now that I know that Bob's on there, I really want to check out the third season. So that'd be fun. Oh, awesome. We love that. We love interesting. See, we talk about other things besides just dolls. We have lives outside of dolls. Hard to believe, right?
Yes. I am, if you couldn't tell by all the face expressions that I was making while Johnny was talking about it, I am excited. I am hooked. I remember watching on TikTok the little snippet of, what is her name? She was on, I think, Survivor. She has like a really interesting, and she was wearing those headbands. She wasn't okay. Her, I don't know what's her name. I saw the little snippet of her. I was hooked. When I tell you, I went back. I watched all of season 1. I was watching season 2. I went and saw the UK version, the Australian version, the New Zealand version. I saw all the.
Oh, they have that many of the Trader in other countries.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a popular show. And the UK, they have like regular people. It's not even.
Yes.
It's not even. Like, well, I guess not well known, but like known people. So
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And they also do that with the New Zealand and
That's cool.
the Australian version. This is kind of like the US version, sort of, but this is the one where they bring like celebrities in the game.
If there was a US season, I would audition. That's a show I would love to be on.
Oh, I don't know how I would do like mentally, because it is very mentally draining, because like you have to convince people you're not like the traitor, even if you are. So you have to have like really good set of skills for lying and deceiving people. But it would be so much fun to be on it.
Yeah, I would be living my
love
fantasy.
it.
No one knows who I am. I can say anything. I'm a
It's
millionaire.
wild. Yeah, no, it's wild. In some of the UK and Australian seasons, I think it was the Australian one, or it could have been the New Zealand one. They bring in 2 people who know each other. So they brought like a couple, a guy and a girl, and they didn't tell anyone. And then when they found out that they were like dating, they got sent home immediately because people did not trust them anymore. And then in one of the newer seasons, it was a son and mother duo. And nobody ever found out until like later on when he told me. It gets so good. The drama.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I'm gonna
I
say
love
it.
Peppermint. Why did they all just jump on her? Like what?
Yeah,
there was literally
that
no
irritated
reason.
me.
There was
Was
no
she not good at? Was she not good at like not being the traitor?
No,
well, the
she
show,
wasn't.
it had
She
just
wasn't.
started, so people were all just new to what. I guess it was like
Weird.
I don't know. I guess
it's so
didn't
weird
like
seeing
that.
it, because they were literally like gaining up on her.
Yeah,
like
for no
one
reason.
after the other. Yeah, and then in the, I don't know, did you see the reunion when she was talking about it, and she like starts tearing up because she was like, it literally felt like going back to high school and having everyone like in a way like outcast you. And it was, I think even after her elimination, one of the guys, didn't he leave because he was like, I don't like this, like that wasn't cool. He left, right?
Was that
yeah, I think he left. He ended up like, he was like literally like distraught, crying, like he was like, this is too much, like I don't think I can do this. And I think he left like the actual show, like he didn't.
I would have to check out more. Like I said, I've only seen the first episode of the second season, which is the one that Peppermint's on, so I didn't really get too far into it to really like get much of the concept. And so obviously I hear people talk about the show all the time, but I'll have to check it out. Interesting.
Oh, I found out her name is Poverty.
Poverty.
Yes.
Okay, I'll have to look at it. I'll check it out.
Yes.
I love her and Phaedra. Phaedra.
Phaedra is TV gold.
She was like,
I hope they bring her back on season 3 just for like a challenge or something.
Yes.
Like a guest host or something.
They ended up bringing back Kate from season 1. She was in season 1. Kate was in season 1, and then they brought her back for season 2 in the middle of the season.
I don't like. I was about to say
show.
I don't like. Oh, this is turning a traders podcast, but I'm like, I don't like when they bring them like towards the middle. I'm like, just bring them from the beginning.
They're supposed to be like surprise, like guest or whatnot. But what about you, Elvira? What's your moment?
I have like, well, besides my air conditioning in the house being off for 5 days and literally
Mm.
being 100% humidity and 92 degrees.
Mm-mm.
That was definitely a moment for me. Well, obviously I'm still on my journey of all of my phone charms and beads, etc. So I was like, oh, well, since I'm dealing with a lot of distributors in China, let me learn Chinese. So when I am not working
Ah,
and not sleeping and not doing anything else, which is not working my 60 hours a week, so yeah, I just started listening to a lot of just like Chinese educational videos and background noise. It's kind of like my background noise. So, and I'm using it as a way to like absorb into my brain, which I know sounds ridiculous, but like, and I've also been trying to like read it, which I've learned when I learn languages, it's easier for me to visualize it. Even when I'm speaking it, I will read it in my head, which I don't know if other people do it that way. But yeah, just here or there, I know a few little words like, like boo how is bad and and how is great and ni hao ma is how are you. So like I'm learning a lot of like the
oh,
basic like
that's good.
greetings and basic like, there are some that are very difficult because I've learned when you pronounce it, you have to move your tongue back of the throat, your mouth a little bit more differently than what I'm used to in English and in Spanish. Because there they don't do a lot of the rolling of the mouth. So there's like, I can't even say, I'm gonna butcher if I try saying like is it good evening or good morning? There I honestly does not look like how it's written down. So that's been my journey, is trying to learn that, absorb it. Again, will I be extremely fluent anytime soon? Probably not. But my goal is to be able to like basic communication with somebody is kind of where I'm at, because I'm talking, like I said, I've been talking to a few people in China right now, and yes, I texted them a few little things in Chinese, and they were like, "Oh, good for you." I was like, "I'm trying, like, I'm trying," So it's been fun. It's been fun to do that and distract my mind from all the other life stuff. So yeah, that's been my out of the box moment. I'm trying to learn
Awesome.
Chinese. So
That is so freaking cool. I love that. Like learning a new language can be so like difficult, but it's such a beautiful thing.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very grateful that I know two languages, and I've always wanted to take like on a third language. My language of choice would have been French. Like I want to learn French. I, it's a whole thing. I was obsessed when I was younger, like with friends and wanting to go to
Mhm.
Paris. I still do, but I want to learn French. That has always been on like my bucket list. So I love that for
Yeah,
you.
I took French in high school. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, really? I took 1 year of it. I took 4 years of Spanish and then 1 year because I was like, oh, that's an easy A. And then I was like, I'll take Spanish for 4 years because I already speak it at home. But then I also wanted to double, and so I ended up taking French too at the same time, and it was difficult because yes, there's like I could see a lot of the similar like sounds because they're both romantic languages, and then taking classes at the
Mhm.
same time was a little confusing, but
Yeah, Spanish and French are very, very similar.
yeah.
With a
Yes.
lot of the words, they kind of sound the same. Je m'appelle Johnny, tu t'appelles comment?
Oh, that
Whatever he just said, yes.
I
was
said,
good.
my name is Johnny. How are you?
Oh, I love that.
Queen.
That was so fluid. I
Slay.
love that. I love it.
Je t'aime
I
au
feel like
chat,
yeah.
Oh, wow. You see, you remember a lot of
Slay.
it. This
Slay.
is for me, it's like 20 years ago or more when I took French. So it's been a while. I only remember like Je suis de Floride, like I'm from Florida.
Mhm.
I think I said
Yeah.
that correctly. And like, so, and like, obviously, like, Jim Appel, like, like, my name is like, so I know the basic stuff. And like, but outside of that, I did remember a lot of it. I was like, I'll take my grade out of this and, and leave. And
Girl.
and I never had anybody to really, that's another thing too I've learned with language is like, if you don't have people around you,
Yeah.
you do forget it real quick. And even with
Yeah.
Spanish, like, that was my first language growing up. Surprisingly, I know a lot of people don't realize that. And then obviously in school, I end up absorbing so much English. And then now that my grandparents have passed away, like, I honestly don't speak Spanish to
Hmm.
anybody. And like I read it perfectly fine. I
Yeah.
can, obviously people talk to me all the time through work and things in life. But now when I have to think of a word, people ask me like, oh, how do you say that? I'll be like, like it takes me like my
Yeah.
brain has to go, hold on a minute. And there's like a little guy inside, like looking through things. He's like, that's how you say that. Like,
Well, we should do a podcast episode in Spanish.
oh,
Oh
I
my
will butcher
god.
it. I would be awful. People would be like, "What is she doing? Like, get her off of here, please!" Like, because I've lost a lot of because again, without practice, I've lost a lot of my inflection in Spanish. So when I
Mhm.
say certain things, I sound very like Caucasian when I say it. No, it's not to say offensive or
Caucasian.
anything like that, but like I can tell like I've lost a lot of when I was little, I used to be able to hear myself, and I was like, oh, with my grandparents and everything. And now I'm like, wow, I sound very non-Hispanic.
It's funny because I had a similar thing happen to me. I learned Spanish. That was like that's my first language, Spanish. And then when I started school, I didn't know any English. So they had to teach me English. And it took maybe about like 2, 3 years to get to like a level where I understood it. But then I got so good at English, I forgot how to speak Spanish for a
Yeah.
little like while. Yeah. So I would speak because like I was in, what do they call them? Like the classes where it was like
ESOL?
ESL.
Or
ESL.
yeah, I
ESL?
was in
Yeah.
those classes and I remember I was in third grade and I knew English so well at this point, but I was still in those classes that they gave me the like it used to be called the tax test
Yeah.
back in back in the day.
Mhm.
They gave me that the end of the school year test, like to move you up to the next grade. They gave it to me in Spanish, and I did not understand
Wow.
anything. And I remember I was just sitting there, like couldn't remember what the words were, what happened, because I was so used to the English. And I literally stayed in school till like probably like 4:30 taking this test, and then like
Mm.
last minute I just circled whatever. Obviously I flunked the year. So then the following year, I was out of the like bilingual classes and I was only like just normal classes. And I took the test in English. And guess what? I
Pass with
passed it.
flying colors.
Yes. So I
Period.
got held back a year because of that. So I was like, wow,
Aw.
that's crazy. And then like somewhere I found like the balance of Spanish and
Yeah.
English. And I think it helps a lot, like you said, to have people around you who speak the language. So like a lot of my family speaks Spanish, so that's always nice. And I communicate with certain people in English, so that's also well. So if I do take a French, I guess
It's
I'm moving to
definitely
Paris.
it's definitely practice. I feel like, I mean, obviously
Mhm.
everyone hears everybody always saying that, like you really have to practice it and you do forget it. Even my mom, who was born in Puerto Rico, lived there until her 20s. She moved to the United States in 1974, I think, is when she moved here. And there's sometimes like, and she has very, even to this day, a thick accent. And sometimes she'll be like, hold on, I forgot how to say that in Spanish. Because she's so used to being here, and and obviously English being the primary language here and stuff. So yeah, practice. You got to practice it. If not, you will forget it. And
Yeah.
that's like anything. That's any
No.
skill. But languages, I feel like you definitely have to like really practice it. But yeah, so we'll see how far my learning Chinese journey goes. I want to at least be able to understand like basics. Like that's all I want. I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go there and travel by myself. Like not yet, but at least get like the basic communication kind of wording down and stuff. So,
Oh, I love
and
that for
how to
you.
buy dolls in other countries.
Mhm.
The
Just the
How to
important.
say,
necessities.
The
I would like to buy that
necessities.
doll.
Yeah.
We'll see. So yeah, it's kind of out of
Yes.
the box moment. Ooh, we love that. Look at us all being so in different spaces, doing tons of different things. Love that. Now let's read some a new segment that we've been doing now for the past couple weeks, where we pick comments from the last video. And since I went last on this, I'll just go first right now. And I'm gonna spell the username of what I'm reading because I don't know how to pronounce it. It's QRYPTID. Is that a name? If it is, I apologize because I did not say it. It cracked me up when they wrote down here, MGA gonna come back next year like just a prank, Jan. And that is
I
in
know.
regards to, if you did not watch our last episode, where we're like, okay, well, what is Rainbow High doing? I mean, they're making so many changes. They're making these dolls that look very kid-like, just losing the quality. So much going on over there. And I was like, oh, wouldn't that be funny if they come back next year and they're just like, gotcha. So that line that somebody wrote there made me laugh because they're like, just a prank. I still am hoping that it is a prank. So
I don't think it's a prank.
It's
I
a
think
prank.
Johnny was
Tea.
right.
we'll see.
They're like, we were hacked by Shadow High.
I know. Oh, no.
I wish.
Oh,
Which I'm rewatching the series on Netflix, but I'm watching it in Spanish because I'm making my boyfriend watch it with me because he needs to understand the lore. So he's watching it with me. We're on season 3. We're getting to that Rainbow Vision. He just got introduced to Shadow High. I told him all the lore about Pacific Coast and how non-existent. Uh, but it better just be a prank. It better just be a prank.
hopefully. What is your quote, Chloe, that you picked from last video? Or
So
line,
my
comment. I keep saying quote.
my comment comes from Alex Rabita. I think that's how you say it. Don't don't come for me. And their comment is also very related to Rainbow High, and it says, "Any last words, Rainbow High? Question mark. Only one. Balenciaga."
I
You get the
so
reference. You
good.
get the reference.
I love the reference. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
One of the best seasons.
truly,
100%.
truly, truly.
You mean you
What
didn't
about
love
you,
the season finale with Kim Kardashian?
girl? I didn't even finish it.
I didn't.
I watched every episode of the last season of American Horror Story. It was rough. I'll just put it that way. That it was rough. Like again, I love and people can come at me. I watched the Kardashians, and I was really hopeful. I'm like, all right, Kim. And then and I know it's the writing and the special effects and all that, but at the end, I was like, huh? And then like
Yeah.
Emma Roberts walks in, puts the thing on, and I'm like, is that what happened? Did we miss an episode? Did I fall asleep? I fell asleep. Like I didn't get it. It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I literally watched I think I was waiting for the new episodes to come out, and I was like, I'm not even gonna watch them.
You're
And
not
then
missing
Over
anything.
over
yeah,
it.
and then a YouTube video got recommended to me, and it was somebody like explaining the ending, because apparently it's like from a book. Like this story is taken from an actual book, and it's very much like in with Rosemary's Baby type of vibe, and she's
Yeah, it's a Big
explaining,
Rosemary's Baby. Yeah.
yeah, she's explaining the differences and how the book ends and how the show ended, and that's what I watched. That's how I knew how it ended, because I watched her
Okay. Yeah,
video.
that's all you
So
need to do because it was weird. I don't know. It lost me a little bit. I feel like they should have done some different editing. Even the CGI at the
mhm,
end was a little weird. I just was not feeling it. I was like, oh well.
no.
I mean, I wasn't feeling some of the other American Horror Story seasons, but this one I was genuinely really hopeful because I loved the concept and who was in it. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, well, that was nice. Disappointed for Rainbow High
Isn't
and American Horror Story this year. That's fine.
isn't American Horror Stories ending after the 13th season? I think they're only doing one more season, right?
That might be all that FX is paying for. If I know the ratings have gone down so
Mm.
much over the past like 3 or 4 years, which I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised it's still on. To be honest with you,
Me
I
too.
miss
The
Lady
last
Gaga.
one I fully saw was Apocalypse. That's the
Yeah.
last one I saw from beginning to end.
And the only reason I enjoyed that one was because they brought back the witches.
Yep, yep. And for what though?
Ah.
And for what?
And for when? What was the reason?
Mhm.
I don't know. So much could be done with that show, and I feel like I don't know. At this point, they're just I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Johnny, what comment did you pick as we went into a tangent of American Horror Story?
I know this is like this is the Traders podcast, an American Horror Story podcast, the Doll podcast. You just never know what you're gonna get every week. But
Surprise!
this
It's a blind
comment is
box. Ooh.
this comment is by at My Little Pearl, and they say it's always sad when something I like ends, but I would much rather a solid and intentional finish than milking the end and throwing anything they can instead, which is in reference to Rainbow High with the littles, very questionable Polly Pocket littles. Hopefully, at least it tastes good. So I don't know. I fully agree. I wish that they would have just gone with something amazing. But Chloe,
Dying.
It tastes good.
everyone's just dying.
I know.
Everyone's just dying. Put this at the beginning.
No, you know what I was watching? I was watching not even a toy related thing, some random podcast thing about some commentary. Honestly, I don't even remember what the video was about because I literally was laughing at one of the lines that he said in the video. He mentioned he's like, yep, you could just chew on it, like one of those little Polly Pockets from when I was a kid. And I was just like,
It's
is
true.
this Johnny's friend? Is this Johnny and Chloe's friend? Like, do they all hang out and chew Polly Pocket toys when they were younger? It was just so random. And again, he had nothing to do with Polly Pocket, but he said that in his commentary video thing. And I was like, I guess everyone did that.
I mean, the red Polly Pocket dress slapped.
The little rain boots. I would love chewing on those because I would put them in like I would put them in my teeth. Like I would stick them in my teeth and I would go.
Oh my god, I count with you.
Explains so much. And I'm kidding.
If you guys want Polly Pocket eating ASMR, let us know.
Let us know.
We do not condone on this show to eat your toys, okay? PSA warning.
PSA. Don't come for us,
Do
Polly
not
Pocket.
eat your Polly Pockets.
Wow.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Me neither.
But yeah,
No,
either
but
way,
I-
we're all
I-
sad
yeah.
about Rainbow High going away. I mean, they're not going away, but not in the same direction. There you go. Whew, okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with the comment. I'd rather it just like ended,
Yeah.
cold turkey it, and just let us mourn
Go
it.
off on top. Don't be at the bottom.
Don't throw things into the wall and see what sticks because it never will stick.
Give
That's
us
all
No.
I'm
their
saying.
a farewell tour.
Yeah.
A well-deserved
Yes.
farewell tour.
Yeah.
Yes, which is very much within what I was doing this week because I literally was opening some Rainbow High dolls and oh my God. Just that feeling, the
Mhm.
quality, the
What we used to have. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I need to do you inspired me because I've been talking about wanting to do a live where I just sit and unbox like a ton of Rainbow High dolls because I have a bunch that I just never opened. They're for my out of
Yes.
box collection. Like I have them sitting next to the shelf. I'm like, you're gonna get up there one day. Well, it's been like 6 months. So yeah, I feel like I need to do that too because I am missing the feeling of opening a doll and like really being super
Yes.
excited about them. And I feel like the past almost 3 to 4 months, I haven't really been filming a lot of unboxing videos because honestly, not a lot has been
There hasn't been
exciting to
much.
me.
Yeah, there really hasn't been much to
I
unbox.
haven't been like super
Yeah.
thrilled. I mean, I love talking about the dolls, and I think that's why I'm so glad we're doing the podcast full force because honestly, I love talking about them more than I really do like
Mhm.
unboxing some of them because a
Yeah.
lot of them are not as cute as they used to be. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel that. That's why well, I mainly started opening them because I was hoarding them for my haul video that I posted last week. So if you haven't done so, I'm just gonna plug it in, go watch it.
Yeah, go check out Chloe's video.
And I was like, after done filming that video, I was like, I can open them. I can finally open them. So I started opening Natasha. Oh my God. I was missing out. I fixed her dress too. And I was watching Rainbow High while opening them. And I was just like, this is just bringing me back. It's
Yeah.
bringing me back. And then I also opened Costume Ball Bella, my second one, because I'm going to be turning her into the rainbow one. I also opened Robin, Costume Ball Robin. Oh my, I can't. And then I opened the Madison 2-pack that was gifted to me by Instant Right Play. And oh
That is
my
peak.
God.
That's peak.
Oh, those dolls are so
So well designed.
beautiful. And
Mm.
oh, I just got another doll, another one that I was missing. And then I ordered another one. So my Shadow High collection is finally
Oh,
complete.
I love that.
I can't wait
Oh,
to
look
open
at
them.
you.
I can't wait to, girl, she's been selling on Mercari and I've been using those funds to get the dolls I'm missing. Yes. So I'm very excited. I got Olivia and Glitch. So
I'm
yeah.
just surprised how Series 5 went away so quickly. I feel like I was like buying them at Target and then I was like, oh, because I love having doubles. When it comes to Rainbow High, I honestly think I have doubles of almost everything. And I was like, oh, I'll just buy doubles again later when they go on sale. And then they were just like gone
They're
at like
gone.
my
Yeah.
I
stores.
know.
Like it was so
Yeah.
weird. Yeah. And I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't get doubles of all of them. And yeah, even on Amazon, a lot of them went away, or I think
Yeah.
there's still Olivia might
Retail.
have been
They're
on there.
retail. They're retail. Yeah, no, I was literally the same. I was like, I'm gonna wait for them to go on sale because I know they'll eventually go on sale and I can wait. But because I wasn't expecting Rainbow High and Shadow High to like end or like reboot or
Yeah.
rebrand or whatever, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to get them sooner than later. That sooner than later happened and I missed out on almost all of them. I think at that point I only had Aiden and Priscilla. That's literally only the
Yeah.
ones I had. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna miss out. I'm gonna miss out. So then I got Michelle on Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid like 15 for her. I just got Olivia. I also paid 15 for her.
That's not bad.
And yeah, no, and Victoria and Kim, especially Victoria, has been so hard to find at such a reasonable
Oh,
price.
really?
Most of them are selling for like above the price. Like they're like
Wow.
30. Yeah,
Wow.
they're like 30, 40, and then like
Yeah.
shipping. And then I'm like, by the time I
I've
buy her, she's
noticed
gonna be
some of
50.
them now are going way up in value, and I think it's because people they're missing the quality, so they're now going, oh, let me buy all these dolls that I don't have, and now they're going up in value because I know
Yeah.
because Robin wanted to buy Priscilla because she saw it on my shelf. I don't know where she is right now. It was Priscilla, and she's like, oh my God, let me just go to the store and buy her. I'm like, well, you can't because she's not at the store. So you're gonna have to buy her on
Gone.
eBay or something like that. So, and she ended up paying a lot more for it. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that Rainbow High is going up in value for some of the dolls because the quality's there, and I think people are now realizing, oh my gosh, I missed out, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Get your shadow high kiddos.
I know.
Yes.
Buy them when you can, because now like I said, I went to Target today because I had to pick up more organizational stuff for all of my jewelry phone charm making. Oh, you need to see what's going on this side of the room. It's construction right now.
It's a warehouse.
Full force. The business is going full force. Website's coming up soon. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it's a lot. Like, you don't could have
Wow.
bought a new car instead I bought beads. So I went down the Rainbow High aisle as one does in Target. There was literally like 2 or 3 slime dolls, 2 or 3, and there was like one Sunny from the Fantastic Fashion line, and like one other random, but that was it. There was like maybe $5 on the whole area, and I was like, "Where are we at? Is this not Rainbow High?" Yeah, it was crazy. It
That's
was like
my
nothing.
store
It
looks
was like
exactly
nothing.
the same.
Same. Yeah. And at least in Walmart, you're still able to see a few of the Shadow High Series 3 dolls. So I guess,
Yeah.
you know, but oh, I
Rest in
wasn't ready
peace.
for this.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
I wasn't ready
Literally,
for this.
R.I.P.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. I guess it's the end of
Wow.
the episode, you guys.
We should have ended it on a high note. We're all sad now.
Just like, and wipe away those tears. Thank you for watching, everybody. Comment below. Who would you like to see in the Monster High upcoming movie? I don't know. I feel like it would just be funny to see a lot of these like modern day actors, whether it's like Jacob Elordi or like, you know, Zendaya, who's in everything now. I would love to see her actually in Monster High. So yeah, I'm cool with anything. I think anything that happens with Monster High is always just fun and exciting. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And until next time, thank you everybody for listening and watching us. As always, we appreciate it. And yeah, until next time. Bye everybody.
Bye.